Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a swatch video and review on the Colourpop Disney Villains collection. So I have the whole collection right here out in front of me. I'm not going to dwell too much on the external packaging of each product because I feel like we have seen it a lot. I know this video is actually probably a little late to the game, but that's okay. I'm still really excited about all these products and I'm still really excited to film this. Now I want to say that I think this eye looks so much better than this eye, so we're just gonna ignore this side. I could not get it even the way I wanted it to, but this eye I think looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to be, like I said, doing swatches and doing a tutorial at the very end of the video on this look that I'm wearing right here. But yeah, I really love the way it turned out, at least on this side. I know this is going to be a long video, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I, like everybody else, am super excited about this collection. I think my favorite is, like, packaging wise and like villain wise, is Hades. Yeah, and maybe Dr. Facilier? Yeah, Dr. Facilier. Those two I think I was the most excited for. So as you all know, the collection comes with 6 individual villain collections that include a Super Shock highlight, a Jelly Much eyeshadow, a lipstick in either matte or creme finish, and then some lip glosses. And the lip glosses are a mix of prismatic, metallic, and another finish, but it is just a mix of the 3. And I will let you guys know what finish is which as I'm swatching them. And then of course it comes with an eyeshadow palette and then 2 of their Glitterly Obsessed glitters. So like I was saying, I'm not going to dwell too much on the external packaging of the products, like the unit cartons, because I feel like we've seen it so much. And I do have like all of my products out of here, and it's just sitting like this. I have the lip gloss boxes up so I can tell you the finishes as I'm going through. Plus, if you follow me on Instagram, I did post a bunch showing you a bunch of the external packaging on my Insta stories, so definitely follow me there. So I would like to just start, I guess I'll just go in order of the way they're in the box. So starting off with the Dr. Facilier. Here is the Super Shock highlighter, and this one is Meet Me on the Other Side. I love the packaging. I love it. These all come with a little bitty mirror in there, and this is what this one looks like. I love their Super Shock highlighter formula. It is so creamy. If you've never used their Super Shock highlighter formula before, it is very like almost cream to finish type. This is what this one looks like. This one's too dark for me. I can't really use it on my face, but it is so pretty. I could probably use these as eyeshadows. So next is I'll go ahead and do the Jelly Much eyeshadow, and this is in Not Today, and I love how this is kind of like their Super Shock packaging, and this one is so pretty. I never used their Jelly Much eyeshadows before. This is what it looks like. It's a deeper green shade, like a foresty green almost, with gold flecks in it. I don't know if you guys can see the gold flecks, but that's just what that looks like. And I do have this tapped a little bit on my lid on the green. I have a couple different greens on, which you will see. So that is what this one looks like right there. Yeah, it's like the gold gives it like a different reflect, and I really like it. It makes it almost deeper, and I think it is super gorgeous. Next I have the lipstick, and this one is, all the lipsticks are named after them, and I love this packaging. Of course, I love all this packaging. And so this is Dr. Facilier, and this one is one of their creme finishes. This is what it looks like right here. I love that it has the villains stamped into it. This one is a deeper brownish nude color, which is not something that I would normally wear. It's like a reddish brown. It's not really a nude color. This is what that looks like right there. This one I might wear, but it's very warm and I just don't really like these colors on my skin tone, but it is super, super pretty. This is the lip gloss for this collection, and this one is called Shadow Man, and for this one it is a metallic lip gloss. Here is the lip gloss right here, and then okay, this is, I'm gonna swatch in a different spot, but that's the lip gloss, and then right below it, this one right here is the lipstick with the lip gloss on top of it. So that is the Dr. Facilier collection. I think it is so gorgeous, and I think the lip gloss complements the lipstick extremely well. I mean, of course they should, but that one just looks really good. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to the Evil Queen collection. So starting off with the Super Shock highlighter. This one is in Fairest of Them All. This is what the front looks like, and the back of these is pretty much what the outside packaging looks like the packaging they're in. And this one is a gold highlighter. I don't know if I will be able to wear this one. Let's see. Oh, it is so pretty, and these are so creamy. This one's not too deep of a gold, but it still might be a little too deep for my skin tone. I think it is so gorgeous though. Next, moving on to the jelly eyeshadow. This one is in Cursed, and this is a really pretty gold as well. This is just so gorgeous. Like, look at that. See, this is pretty similar in color to the highlighter. So maybe if the highlighter is too deep for my skin tone, I can use it as a base on my eyes and then put this Jelly Much eyeshadow on top of it. Even though I don't think these really need much of a base, I think it would still look really great. It would just kind of intensify it a little bit more. So next we're going to do the lipstick, and this one is a matte, and this one is just called Evil Queen. It is a very deep red color. It is super gorgeous, so I think it fits very nicely for the Evil Queen. Okay, so that one just broke on me when I was swatching it, but that is what it looks like. It kind of has almost like a pinkish undertone to it, but it is still a really pretty red, and I think, like I said, it fits very well with the Evil Queen. Next is the lip gloss, and this one is in Bad Apple. That's what it looks like, and then this one is a pearlescent finish lip gloss. So I don't damage the lipstick anymore. Oh, hang on, the brush is a little stiff. Hang on. See this? Okay, so the pearlescent one is a little bit of a thinner one as compared to the metallics. And this one pairs really well with the lipstick as well. So right below the lipstick is the lip gloss, and then on this side of my lipstick swatch, I added the lip gloss on top of it. So this side does not have the gloss and the other side does. So I think, like I said, it complements the lipstick extremely well. I think this is a very pretty collection, and this would be something very good for like more of like a neutral look with a bold lip. So you could just put this gold on your eyes with a transition shade and then a nice bold red lip, and you are set. We are going to move on to the Ursula collection, which Ursula collection I wasn't too like ecstatic about, because it's like I knew the colors would not be something that I would normally reach for, even though this is kind of just more of a for fun type of thing anyway. But anyway, we are going to start off with the highlighter. And the highlighter is definitely something for more fun days. And this one is in the shade Poor Unfortunate Souls. This is what the packaging looks like for this one. And then here is the highlighter. This one is definitely more of a fun highlighter. Like I said, it is purple and it's so soft and creamy. I don't know, can you guys see that? That Evil Queen lipstick stained my hand. That's okay. But can you guys see that highlighter? It is so pretty. I think I could get away with wearing it, but it would definitely be a noticeable color on my skin. So the Jelly Much shadow for this one is Just Your Voice. And this one is super pretty. I think this is just gorgeous. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's like I really don't know how to describe this one. I think this is my favorite Jelly Much eyeshadow out of all of them. It is blue with like a purple shift to it. It's like a blue-green, like a turquoise with a purple shift, yeah. And it is so pretty. Like, it's just so gorgeous. Oh my god, really pretty. I can't get over this one. Like I said, this one's my favorite. I'm gonna have to do a look with this one. I'm gonna have to do a couple looks with this collection because there's like so many different ones I want to do. So moving on to the lipstick. I love this lipstick. It is so deep and vampy. It is in Ursula, and this one is a matte finish. And this is what this one looks like. Like I said, it is a very deep, vampy, plummy color. Let me try not to break this one. Look at that color. It is so pretty. That's gonna be so gorgeous during the fall and winter time. It is just like I said, it's so stunning. So next is the lip gloss, and this one is in Sad But True, and this is a very it looks very white with like purple turquoise kind of shifts in it, and this one is a pearlescent one, kind of like the Evil Queen's was. So this one's going to be a lot more sheer. I don't like the way this looks on top of this lipstick because I think this lipstick is so stunning that it doesn't need anything else. So the very bottom down here is the lip gloss swatch. It's a little hard to see, but then I do have it on top of the lipstick right on this side over here. And you can kind of see on top of that the little purple shifts in it. And it is really pretty, and maybe by its, I feel like this is just not like an everyday gloss. So maybe for like, I don't really know, because this is not a gloss that I would reach for at all. It is really pretty though. The next one is the Maleficent one, which I love. I kind of got the sorry, they're home out there. I kind of got the inspiration for the base of this eye look from this because of the purple and the green, and I think it looks stunning. Look at this eye, not this other eye. And then here's the back of this packaging right here, and then the front is the neon, and this one is in Mistress of All Evil, and this is the highlight that I have on right now. This is the most, the one that I can get away with the most on my skin tone. And it is so gorgeous. Now they're they're Super Shock highlighters. You can get really pigmented with your finger. I apply it with a brush and I still think it looks nice. I know a lot of people don't like the way it looks with a brush, but I think whatever your favorite way of applying it is, it's fine. So here is this highlight right here. So pretty. It almost looks like it's too deep on my skin tone. I don't know, is it? I can't tell, but I don't think it is. I think I can just get away with this one. It is super pretty. So the Jelly Much eyeshadow on this one, I do have a little bit of it on the inner corner. This is in Spindle. And this one is, of course, a purple. It's a lighter purple, and it has kind of, it does have a shift to it, I just don't quite know how to place it. I want to say it's almost like a greenish shift, but not quite. I don't know, but it's so pretty. Kind of like a golden green. Yeah, I think that's what it is, like a golden green shift to it. Yeah, it's like a gold. Super pretty. Next is the lipstick in this collection, and this one is a creme finish, and of course it's in Maleficent. This one is more of a deeper pink color. I don't really do pinks, but this is really pretty. So here is that. Like I said, it is a little bit of a deeper pink, which is definitely not something that I would go for, but it is still super pretty. And then the lip gloss looks like this. It's more of a silvery lip gloss, and this one is a prismatic finish. So it does have a lot of shimmery flecks in it that are going to reflect, but it's not going to be quite like a pearlescent one. So this one, let's see, these wands are a little stiff. So it does have, it is a little bit more opaque than the pearlescent ones, just not quite as opaque as the metallics. So this one also has a shift to it of kind of a purple, like a, yeah, purple and gold flecks in it. When you move it around, you can see the shift. And this one goes okay on top of the lipstick. I don't think it looks that bad. So if you can see it right below there, I do have it swatched. Next we have the Cruella collection. So the highlight in this one is you idiots, you fools, you imbeciles. Here is the front, and then here is the back of this, which is so cool because you see her like right here. And this highlighter is so interesting. It is like white. Like it's like a white gold kind of. Our trash is running. These seem so much more wet than the Super Shock highlights that I'm used to buying, like their regular ones. It does definitely swatch a little bit more golden. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. I did just actually add some of it on top of the highlight that I'm wearing, and it's so pretty. It does have a really nice gold in it. So the Jelly Match eyeshadow for this one is in Perfectly Wretched, and I also have a little bit of this mixed with the Maleficent one in my inner corner. I think this is my second to favorite one, only because it is so much more of a neutral color, and this one you can definitely get away with day-to-day use. That is what it looks like right there. Super pretty, super reflective. It is so gorgeous. I'm really impressed with these Jelly Much eyeshadows. They are super interesting, and I think it's a really cool concept, and I'm glad they included them in this collection. And then next we have her lipstick, and of course it is in Cruella, and hers is a creme as well, and it is her signature red orange lip, and it is so gorgeous. If I could apply colors like deeper and more bold lip colors like this a little bit better on my lips, I would wear them a lot more often. I'm just so messy when I apply lipsticks. Even like liquid lipsticks, I'm a little bit more precise, but then when I'm using like lipsticks like this, it's just, I'm so messy with them. But this is what it looks like. It is super gorgeous. I know I've said that about literally everything, but everything is literally super gorgeous. So that is what it looks like right there. So let me go ahead and swatch the gloss by itself and on top of that. And this one is in Puppies. And this is the one that I tried on top of this lipstick. I have the Hades lipstick on because it is the most neutral of the glosses. And it looked really good, and I think this one would look really good by itself. It actually reminds me of the Kathleen Lights one that I absolutely love from the Dream Street collection. It's just a little bit of a different tone. This lip gloss is a prismatic finish. So here is what that lip gloss looks like swatched, and then of course swatched on the other side of this lipstick right there. I think this one will complement a lot of these lipsticks very well because it is more of a neutral shade. So I think it would look pretty good on almost every single one of them, maybe except the Dr. Facilier one. I think that one, it wouldn't look amazing on top of, but it wouldn't look bad. But this is what it looks like. I don't really love it paired with this Corella one because it is so gold, and I think it looks a little weird up against the reddish orange color, but it is, like I said, really pretty, and I will probably reach for that gloss the most. Okay, so the last one in these little mini collections is Hades, which I love Hades. He's such a smart ass, and he's one of my favorite villains. So this is the front of it and the back, and this one is Everybody's Got a Weakness. This one unfortunately is too deep for my skin tone. I love it so much though. It is so pretty. It's not as deep, I think, as the Dr. Facilier one, and it almost looks like it has a little bit of like a pink reflect in it. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it is super gorgeous. I kind of swatched it weirdly on my knuckles, but it is super gorgeous and pretty, and it is very golden. It's not as golden as the which one was it? It's not as golden as the Evil Queen one, but it is a pretty gold one, and like I said, it does have a nice pink reflect. For the Jelly Much eyeshadow on this one, it is called I Own You, and this one is in like a fiery pink orange shade, which kind of matches like his hair when he's angry. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. It's pink and it reflects the orange, and it is just, oh my god. I'm kind of moving my hand around to see if I can catch the reflect on the camera. So moving on to lipstick, it's actually what I have on right now, and of course Hades, and this one is a cream, or their creme finish. It is the most neutral lipstick in this collection. It's kind of like I want to say like a peachier nude color, but it is still really gorgeous, and I think it looks really good with this look. I think this lipstick is a great one to have in this collection because a lot of this stuff is very bold and out there, so having something for a neutral lip is amazing. So that once again is that, and it's on my lips as well. And then the gloss is in Hot Headed, and this one is a metallic gloss, and I didn't try this one today because it looks very orange. It's like very like orangey yellow, and I don't know how, oh, that like took over that lipstick color. So there's a gloss, and then it on top of the lipstick color right above it. Maybe I will try it. Let me see. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. So this once again is the Hades collection, and that is it for the like individual villain collection. Next I'm going to swatch the two glitters and then the eyeshadow palette. So the first glitter is the one in Anomaly. For some reason I looked at that and cannot think of what it was called. This is more of a blue base with some like chunky silver and some orange glitters and some blue glitters. It is a lot more blue than this other one. This has a lot more silver in it. So this is what this one looks like. These are not eye safe glitters. They are body glitters, so you can use them anywhere on your body. You can put them in your hair. I'm very tempted to use these on my eyes, and I probably would if I wasn't gonna just take this look right off and not wear it to work. They are so very tempting. Like, look at that. That is so tempting. But yeah, you can definitely just like put this in your hair or something. But yeah, I do caution you if you're using it around your eyes, because the glitter is too chunky to be around your eyes. So if it gets in your eyes, it will damage something. So that is why this is not eye safe, because it's not cosmetic grade glitter. Sorry, they are watching TV out there. So next is this silvery one in Do I Look Like I Care, which is me all the time. So this one, like I said, is more silver, and it does look like it has kind of like a pink reflect in it as well. That is what it looks like. So here it is compared to Anomaly. It's right below it right here. So Anomaly on top and this on the bottom. It's just, these are just so pretty. They're like, shame on you, Colourpop, for making these for us not to use them on our eyes. Come on. Okay, so last thing in this collection is the eyeshadow palette, and this is the Misunderstood eyeshadow palette. This is so gorgeous. This has a part of the PR box packaging in here on the palette, and I think this is so gorgeous and stunning. And the top up here is the same packaging as kind of like their lipstick, and the top of their like glitters, it's the same type of print. So here is this eyeshadow palette. It is super gorgeous. I know a lot of people had a gripe because there aren't that many matte shades in it, but I feel like you can definitely make it work. You'll see when I do my tutorial, it has 5 matte shades in it, and I used one of the browns at first as like a slight transition shade, but I put it in there so lightly and it didn't really distort any colors in any weird ways. And I did use it to kind of blend out the edges, and it still looks pretty good. Like, oh, it looks really good on this side. I'm okay with it not having a ton of matte shades. I don't really see like a villain collection with like a lot of mattes. I kind of do, because I think that you can get like really bold and deepening with matte shades, but you do have this black and this deep blue, and then I mean I feel like you can still do a lot with this palette. Like when I take this off, I'm going to be doing a more neutral look because they have some more neutral shimmer, and like I don't know the finishes exactly in this palette. It's a pressed powder palette, so I'm assuming when it's pressed powders like this, I think all of Colourpop's eyeshadow palettes like this are pressed powder, and the pigment is just so much more intense. And some of these are like straight metallic colors, which you'll see in the swatches. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that. So like I said, it does have 5 matte shades. I'm going to do this top row first. Okay, so I'm going to show you the top row first, going from that way. So you have No Spots. It's going to go this way and then down. So No Spots, Mongrels, Diablo, Devious, and Tragic. So my absolute favorite shade in this palette is the one in Mongrels, which is this one right here. It is so pretty. I have it on my brow bone right now and a little bit in my inner corner under the jelly eyeshadows, and it is so creamy. It's almost like, it almost feels exactly like their Super Shock highlighters do. It is like almost a wet metallic feeling. And then I also have a little bit of Diablo on my eye as well. I have both the greens from this plus the Jelly Much on my eye. So that is the first row in this palette. And the mattes are pretty pigmented as well. Even that white one in No Spots has a good pigment to it. For this second row, starting right on this side over here, we have Underworld, Pain and Panic, Forest of Thrones, Flotsam, and The Fates. So I have, of course, Forest of Thrones, the purple shade, on my eye. Then I have The Fates under my eye, connecting it up that way. I really love these metallic-y shades, like Underworld and Pain and Panic and Flotsam. They are so pretty. I just want every single one of them on my eyes. And that The Fates shade, it did take like a couple swatch overs to get it a little pigmented. It is a little patchy when you first swatch it, but when putting it on the eyes, it's not patchy at all. Once again, the bottom row starting right here is Revenge, seeing, which in the palette looks brown, but then it's got like a purple shift to it. And then we have Jetsam, which in the palette looks more of a deeper blue, but it has like a nice turquoise shift in it as well. I also have that on my lower lash line. Then I have Facile, which is this deeper green, which I do have on my eyes as well. And then the deeper matte black shade at the bottom is 101. So this first one in Revenge is a black shade, but it's got some flecks of glitter in it. And then you have a matte black shade, which I did use Revenge on the outer part of my eye, like in a V going this way and in on my crease. And then I blended it out with the favs. So that's this collection. Once again, I am super happy with this collection. I think it is so gorgeous. I think it was very well done. I think Colourpop did an amazing job doing it, and they represented the characters very well. And I think the eyeshadow palette is amazing, and some of the colors in here are like, they're pretty good. Like, they are really good, and I'm so excited to be able to play with this a little bit more and get some more looks out of this, and it's just so gorgeous and amazing. So I do want to talk about what you should purchase from this palette if you want to purchase anything. I mean, having the whole collection is amazing, but I mean, it's honestly not realistic. But this is like a collector's thing to me. So obviously I would definitely recommend getting at least the eyeshadow palette. And then depending on your preferences, I mean, get one or two of the highlighters, get the ones that would work best for your skin tone. That's what I was originally going to do. And then get maybe one of the deeper, bolder lipsticks. And definitely I think this Hades one for lighter skin tones. And then for deeper skin tones, the Dr. Facilier lipstick would look amazing on. And then of course all these other lipsticks I think would look great on anybody because they are so bold and out there. The lip glosses, like I said, I'm not crazy about lip glosses, but out of all of them, my favorite was the one in Puppies because it is the most natural one. I do think these Jelly Much eyeshadows are amazing, and honestly, I would probably buy them all anyway. So the Jelly Much are, I think, a good thing to have. I think they're very different and very unique, so I think they're kind of cool and interesting to have. The highlighters, like I said, I would just get ones that go well with your skin tone, because I know some of these are like way out there in color, like the only really two, the purple one and then the kind of like white gold one, which honestly, when swatched, it looks really pretty. Like I said, I added it on top of the Evil Queen highlight I have on, and it looks stunning. So definitely pick out, if you have a certain favorite villain, maybe get that own individual collection, or just pick out stuff that you would actually use. If you don't want to use it, you just want to collect it, then I think that's very cool as well. Okay, so I already have my eyes primed, and I'm setting that down with this color in No Spots, which is a matte white color. And I wanted to use this because I wasn't sure what look I was going for, and I wanted to make sure the colors were going to stand out no matter what. So having a white base was perfect for this. And then I'm going to go in with Tragic, very light-handed, and put this in the crease. I didn't want to lose the colors that I was going to use to a brown, which I've had issues with before. So I did this very light-handed. I still wanted it there as a transition. And now I'm going to go in with Facile. And I am wetting my brush for this, and I'm kind of cutting my crease with these shades just without the concealer. The formula on these are so amazing, especially when wet. These metallics are bomb. So I'm packing this on until I'm happy with it, and now I'm going in with Forest of Thrones, which is this really super pretty purple shade. And this one isn't as metallic, it is more of a I want to say it's more of a glittery kind of shade. I think it is technically one of their duochrome ones. Now I'm going in on top of Facile with Diablo, just because I felt like Facile was just too dark. So I'm just lightening it up with this color, and this is a really pretty green, but it's got like a golden yellow kind of green. So I think it went a little bit better with this purple. Now I'm taking a little bit more of Tragic, like I said, very light, and blending that out. And now I'm going to go with my purples and my greens, and I'm just going to bring this up further than where I have it, because I literally just had this up to my crease and stopped. And so I want to take this up a little further, and that is what I'm doing here, just being very careful not to go too high with it and making sure everything is staying blended. Now for this part, I'm only using Diablo on the green. I'm not going back and forth between Diablo and Facile. And then I'm just going to go back and forth between Forest of Thrones and the greens and Tragic, and making sure this is just nice and blended. I'm just taking a smaller brush and making sure everything is blended out even more. And like I said, I'm going back and forth with these colors, making sure it is the way that I want it. Now I am taking Revenge, which is that black shade with some flecks of glitter in it, on a pencil brush, and I wanted to pick up the lightest amount of this product as possible because I didn't want to go too dark with it accidentally and have a lot of trouble blending it out. So I'm going very light with it and putting this in a V and blending it out with Forest of Thrones and making sure it is seamless. And I really loved the way this eye turned out. As I say many times in the video, I just didn't get it as seamless on the other eye as I did on this one. Now I'm highlighting my brow bone with Mongrels, which is my hands down favorite eyeshadow in this palette, and I'm also popping that on the inner corner of my eye. And I also popped in Spindle, the Jelly Much eyeshadow. And then now I'm doing the under part of my eyes. I'm sorry, I'm going super fast and I can't keep up. But for the outer part of my lower lash line, I'm taking the Fates and I'm blending this up into that purple and into Revenge a little bit. I just switched brushes because I wasn't really happy with the way it was going. So yeah, I'm just blending that up in there and making sure it is seamless, blended, and it looks good. So I'm going to go back and forth with that purple, and I think I'll go back with a little bit of Revenge as well. So the inner part is mostly that spindle color, and it's so gorgeous. Now for the inner part of my eye, I'm going in with Jetsam, which is a really pretty duochrome color, and I'm just blending that out into the Fates. I didn't want to bring the Fates all the way into the part because I didn't want it too deep. So now for highlight, I take the Maleficent one in Mistress of All Evil. This is the one that worked the best for my skin tone, and then as you saw earlier in the video, I did add some of the Cruella highlighter on top, and it looked gorgeous. And I pack these highlighters on because I love the glow. Now for lipstick, I talked about it. I am using the Hades lipstick right here. I felt like this was just the better option with the dramatic colorful eyes I had. I wouldn't normally pair it with this because it is more of a peachy undertone, but I think it still looked okay. And for this gloss, I'm using the Puppies gloss, which is from the Cruella collection. It is my favorite gloss out of this collection because it is the most natural looking one. I really love it and I think it is so gorgeous. Now I'm going back in with the Jelly Much eyeshadow in Not Today from the Dr. Facilier collection and just patting just the tiniest amount on top of that green and blending it into the purple. So, I know this was a super long video, but if you guys did like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, turn on the notification bell so you be notified anytime that I post a video. You can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I no longer have my Facebook page, even though I know it is still on my end card, it is no longer there. Yes, I think that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.